Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to day number 3 of my English journey. You know, when I started this 3 days ago, I told myself, man, just show up every single day, even if it's messy, even if it's a football player, if you do sound awkward, if you do make a lot of mistakes. And guess what? I do make mistakes and I do sound awkward, but every time I repeat a sentence, every time I listen closely to it and repeat one more time, I feel a little bit confident. Today I already finished my shadowing practice, and honestly, I felt smoother than day number 1, because in day number 1 I was completely freaking beginner, and now I'm almost a professional English speaker. I'm starting to hear the rhythm, I'm starting to hear the tone and the emotion in native speech, as you can hear and as you can see. It's like my brain is waking up to English, and I know this is just the beginning, but that's the exciting part of it. Every day I'm getting only 1% better, and that's completely enough. If you are watching this and learning too, well, you are not alone. We're like a lovely couple that can do everything together, and I won't leave you, I guarantee you, and I promise you. So, let me show you what day 3 looked like. Hi everybody, my name is Shona and this is the American English podcast. My goal here is to teach you English in the United States, the common expressions, pronunciation tips, and interesting cultural snippets or stories. I hope to keep this fun, useful, and interesting. Let's do it. Hi everyone, this is episode number 81, and today's is a 5-minute English episode about fall or autumn. As I mentioned in the previous episode, we use both of these terms in American English. However, fall is more common than autumn, especially in spoken English. In an astronomical character, fall in another lasts from September 21st and 4th, and ends around December 28th to 20th. However, most people fall is a feeling or is least or sensory influence. For example, some may say that fall smells in taste like cinnamon or camomine. We say looks like ritual warm in reds or earth tones, so colors with brown tinsive. Depending on where do you live in the States, fall might feel different, and what it lasts. In Northern California, fall short. In a period of what seems like 2 weeks, on tree downs all of its leaves onto our lawn in a warm neighbor. It feels like we're outside on a day with her leaf blower or rake trying to clean up. In New York, on the other hand, fall is longer. The colors change gradually, and the temperatures get milder slowly as fall turns into winter. When I lived in New York City, I was stunned by how beautiful Central Park was from September all the way into November and early December. When I was in high school in California, I remember walking into class with my friend Brad. It was a fall day, and dried leaves scattered the ground on the park where we lived. When I came to our very large dry leaf, I stepped to the side and planted my foot right in the middle of there, so that it made ever so pleasant crunch sound. That's when it turns. I never forgot. Everyone will go out of the way to step on an extra crunchy leaf. This may seem like a trivial comment, right? I agree. But I remember thinking about how true is this. It doesn't matter nationalities, and it's her age or gender. People of all walks of life likely go out of their way to satisfy a simple pleasure, whether that be stepping on the leaves, or enjoying the transition into new seasons. Hence today's episode. More often than not, these days are trying simple life pleasures or more experiences that night people rather than broadcast. In the wake of the US elections, everything here seems black or white, good or bad, right or wrong, conservative or liberal, Democrat or Republican. There are so many labels that seems there are similarities between people. They focus on the differences. So for today, I'd love to touch on a topic that will resonate with many Americans, and that's fall. Into fall. To help get into the spirit of fall, I'd like to take it on a trip down memory lane. This is not my memory per se, but one of that I invented to capture this spirit of the season. This is the memory that could be felt or may be felt quite Americans across the United States. So close your eyes and allow yourself to be transported to this chilly to this chilly days of me.
It's a brisk, falling morning
in the walking to work.
It's the first morning
it truly feels like fall. And the first time,
put on your cozy knitted scarf and boots
to keep warm.
It's breezy out,
and leaves are falling from the trees that line the street and hitting you. At the side of them, you remember how
your dad would rake them into a giant pile
of fruit, and just how fun it was to jump into them.
You love
this time of year. It's when the tree tops transform into shade of red, blue and yellow, and
it's not yet rainy
though, but two covers the grass in the morning. Unlike your friends who complain about fewer hours of sunlight, you don't mind that 1 hour. And days are shorter. It's okay. Since you love being in your evenings making your favorite fall comfort foods, but soup, chicken broccoli casserole, and slow-cooked beef stew in the cooked pot. As the weather cooled off, it's time to bundle up. And so you pull out your warm dose for storage. As you dig into a giant box, and you see plenty of long sleeve shirts for the next on wool sweaters. It can't help but notice that excess the clothing of and earth tones, which are normally associated with fall. As you throw aside of oregano overbroad, it catches sight of your favorite explained pajamas, a pair of fuzzy socks and slippers. This will surely help you for months. After all, the average for temperature where you live is 47 degrees Fahrenheit. In addition to one comfort experience, fall is also the time of year when many people went to coffee shops. We walk inside flooded with the aromatic Santorini coffee beans, vanilla, cardamom, cinnamon, and of course pumpkin spice, which is commonly found in fall drinks in this episode. Pumpkin spice is made of ginger, nutmeg, and cinnamon. From the famous pumpkin lattes that Starbucks, it comes from muffins, scones, and cheesecakes. It can help at dinner eating temptation. It's just like many of others grew up in the States, the smell can bring back memories at the cast. For you, that memory is the pumpkin patch. As a kid, you bother with your family to click out a pumpkin to Carmen Halloween, which is on October 31st. At the farm, pet farm animals, or get lost in the cornfields. Sometimes you take on the other cats bobbing from obvious. Your parents really because they didn't want to get wet. Apples are with over 7,500 apple producers in the US and 2,500 apple varieties, they also commonly associated with season. In northern states such as Washington, New York, and Michigan, apple orchards open up to the public. Being from New York, you've seen it. Crowds pick out of the pan in big bucks on local products such as apple butter, syrup, freshly pressed apple juices, and ciders. Your family can never resist comfort smell of work Cincinnati apple pie, which you often buy and dig into on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving falls on the first Thursday of November. For many, fall is about starting.
At the end of summer,
At the end of the summer, it's around August.
Urge their children to take advantage of back-to-school
sales
and supplies, clothing, and
more. If you ask high school, what reminds them of fall, it may the Friday night people names of that events like homecoming and setting pockets. Sadie Hawkins is a dance that is all about the reversal of gender norms. The girls the guys out, and if they not
to the mall to pick out matching
outfits, orientation. There's also a big football game in which girls sport uniforms, helmets, and guys cheering up from the sidelines in miniskirts and
TikToks. Don't hold back at all. In fact, they'll go all out and put on makeup and wigs to fit
the part. All in all, fall isn't about making memories. That may be dressing up in your scariest costume and going triggers trading with friends or sharing a great conversation over but it's also about comfort and its senses. Comfort in smells, sounds, tastes, and feelings. So why not light some candles to scent the mirror and curl up to the couch with nice fleece blanket? That's it for today's episode. I want to remind you that 5-minute English episodes are more challenging than other episodes, I know it. So I recommend it to listen them many times in order to pick up for all of the phrasal verbs, collocations, vocabulary, and expressions. These are advanced. So also do not feel discouraged if you need a dictionary. Advanced listening, more intensive listening, I should say, does require a dictionary. If, however, you'd like to get the bonus content for this episode and have all the definitions ready to go for you, be sure to sign up to bonus content in the classroom at AmericanEnglishPodcast.com. You get these exercises, quizzes, and conversation questions that go along with this topic. Of course, if you're in the southern atmosphere and don't quite feel in the fall, you can always listen to episode number 69, which is about summer in the US. Hope you have a nice day, and until next time, bye. Thank you for listening to this episode of the American English Podcast. Remember, it's my goal here to not only help you improve your listening comprehension, but to show you how to speak like someone from the States, like me. Do you want to receive full script to this episode, or just want to...
Make sure to sign up to premium content.
Or you just want to support my podcast, sign up to the premium version of my podcast. I know it. So it was 10 minutes of shadowing practice. I felt myself a little bit confused because usually I hear those podcasts with my earpods on my head. But today is to show you the whole process and what this person and whose name is Shauna talk about. I needed to provide you my sound from the phone, but as I said earlier, usually I'm wearing my headphones on my head when I'm listening to her or to another person, but I like this person the most from other persons because I like her explanation method and how she provides the information to English learners. That's it? I mean, where's the end button? How you can end this video? Oh.